Hello everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program. Welcome back. Sorry about last episode. I hope I did a good job editing it together in spite of itself. Notice you still can't click on mission control, so don't know what that's going to do. But you will notice that Jeb did die, although he's listed as missing in action, which means I assume he will be back. We still got Bill and Bob, though, but I'm going to hire somebody else. Let's go ahead and hire... Who's got a lot of courage here? Newzor. You seem pretty good. I love the background of this. Got a little pool table over here. You can see a ship launching out of the window there. It's very well done. I like it. Here's where you can sit and watch. For some reason, this room reminds me of a swimming pool. But anyway, we got Newzor. He's the newest Zor person to join. I don't know if he was going to make a flight, but I'm just going to hire him. That doesn't actually do anything. All it does is make him available for space flights. I don't have to like pay him or anything. I don't know what I would pay him with. Science, perhaps. But anyway, when we left last episode, we had picked up a new tech tree item. And really quick, I wanted to mention this nose cone. I had said that why bother using it? I don't know if that's going to make it into the final cut of that video. But because it doesn't do anything. Well, actually, it does do something. It does actually help with aerodynamics a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how, but so it's not bad to buy. And with how my ships handle at the beginning, with no gyroscopes to keep them going, because the only gyroscopes are in the command module here, might not be a bad idea to pick that up. So I think I'm probably going to pick that up after I successfully do some sort of a mission with what I've got here, which is the Separatrons, a bigger fuel booster, and a better engine. And this engine has gimbaling, which is also going to help with controlling myself, both in the atmosphere and out, which is going to be nice. So let's go ahead and make a ship. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go to the VAB, and we need a goal. And we've already made orbit and landed successfully. We've also not made orbit and died. So I figure the next on the list is to try to land somewhere specific on Kerbin to do science there. And I figure, what's the best place to land on Kerbin and do science? Then one of the poles. So we're going to go to the North Pole today. That's my goal. That's plan A for the mission, is to land a Kerbin on the North Pole and do some science there. So we're going to... Let's see. That's subassemblies. There we go. Science. I'm going to eschew the Communicatron 16. I don't think we need it this mission. I do want 2 goo containers. One on each side here. We're going to land this puppy on the moon. We don't need aerodynamics, but we do need this because we don't want to crash land on the moon. And we need a Septron here to get rid of this. This rocket doesn't really need very much in the way of boost, but I want to try this new engine out. And the new solid fuel booster. Look at that. And these Separatrons sadly don't really have any need right now, but just for the fun of it, we're going to put one right here. We're going to put one right here just to see what happens. One, I said. There we go. And our lucky Kermonaut gets to find out what that does when it ejects off the thing. Let's go ahead and use one of our big fuel tanks. Just one. Let's go ahead and use our new engine, which the LVT-45. The big thing is it's got thrust vectoring. It's also a little weaker than the other engine, but that's not a big deal for our purposes. Let's go ahead and slap one more of these on there. And... solid rocket booster. I have no idea how far this is going to go. I have a feeling it's not going to make it to the North Pole. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to do. We do or do not. There is never anything known as try in this game. So we're going to call this Polar Lander Mark 1. And let's save. Whoops, I just launched without saving. Oh well. I gotta go back to the VAB anyway, because I just remembered I didn't touch the staging on this thing whatsoever. Speaking of, well, actually not speaking of anything. Let me go back to the VAB by reverting flight. Yes, I want to revert to the vehicle assembly building. That's what I said I wanted to do. Okay, staging. This guy's going to go first, which is perfectly okay. Then this is going to go, and we want this engine to just kick in right away. And then eventually we are going to do this and Sepratron ourselves away from that. So that's exactly what we want to do. So now let's save Polar Lander 1 and launch. Oh, happy music. Who's our Kerbonaut? Is it Bill? It's Bill. Bill says nobody can go besides me. Okay, I'm going to do a fairly strong northern trajectory, which is this way. We're going to be going this way. It's getting close to sunset, but we don't care about that. I am going to throttle up because we're going to want the engine going when the time comes. I'm also going to turn SAS on. The only control we have with this thing burning is the reaction boosters here, so I'm probably not going to have much control until I kick this off, but that's okay. That'll get us up into the atmosphere, and we should be good to go. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Not quite as much oomph as I was expecting, and we're tilting north a bit, which is goodish, but I was kind of expecting to get some speed first. Looks like we're not hurting on the speed here. Let's get a good launch here. How about right into the sun? That's for the video. That's for the, what do you call it, the YouTube screenshot there. That some people know what mission it is. I forgot to do that with the first couple flights, but what are you gonna do? Okay, well, we're launching. It's sunset. Oh, we've got I wonder if that's Midness over there. What do we got? Oh, we're almost out of fuel, so I can't really screw around. We can look for Midness later. And let's go. Okay, we are cruising. We're going way too fast for our height, but who cares about that? Also need to, now let's go to map mode. I don't see Midness over there. We need to check our orbital velocity. Oh wait, we don't want to go that way. We want to correct our orbital velocity so that we're actually going north. Let's also check our resources. We are almost out of fuel. So it looks like we're not going to make it all the way to the North Pole, but that's not a big deal. We're also not going to make it into space. Not going to space today, Bill. But tell you what, let's go ahead and take let's take a scientific reading here while we're rising through the atmosphere. It seems to be getting very cold. Okay, let's go ahead and keep this data. We'll use the other one once we land. Oh, but it's time to try our Sepratron. Bill, you ready? Woohoo! Okay, there we go. I probably could have turned the SAS off to spin even more crazily. But yeah, we can't go EVA, but we can get a crew report. Might as well do that. You know what? We already have crew reports in orbit. Let's wait on the crew report. We'll do the crew report when we land, wherever we land. And it looks like we're going to land somewhere in this vicinity. Looks like the base, the foothills of these big mountains up here. Looks like maybe one more fuel tank. Maybe two more solid rockets, like the small solid rocket boosters at the bottom of the big one. The problem with that, of course, being that I don't have any side Sepratrons, or not Sepratrons, decouplers. I don't have any decouplers on the side of my ship to kick anything off that I attach radially. Okay, let's go ahead and speed things up here. There's no sense waiting. But yeah, we're also gonna leave Bill on the surface and see if Bob can be the one who gets to the thing. It'd be nice if we could get up to those mountains. Obviously, we're not going to, but I'd be curious to find out what the science stuff does up there. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a bit here. When we get to 20,000, I will deploy the chutes. There we go. I should have waited for re-entry. I did not expect this thing to get re-entry burn. But luckily, even though my parachute is on fire, doesn't actually get affected by re-entry. Okay, let's speed up time again. When we get to 1,000, I will kill it. Oh wait, no, I want to kill it before then. Because I don't know what our I'm going into the capsule here. Yeah, once this gets to 500, which I don't know how to read it, to be honest. I'm not an astronaut. I think though. What was that? I heard an explosion. What did you do, Bill? What did you do, Bill? I don't know. He's got kind of a look on his face like he did something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Let's check F3. Oh, my engine crashed below me. Okay, not a big deal. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and speed time up a little bit here until we get close to the ground. And the sun is setting. We're in the far north, so it might be a cold evening, Bill. Sorry about that. But you're coming down. Got some look, I got some shrubs and stuff here. We can do an EVA report too. See what the place is like. And we've landed on the surface. Good job. Let's do some science. Bill doing science. You observe the goo. We get 3 scientific values for that. Let's go ahead and keep it. Okay, Bill. Let's do your crew report. I got nothing for that. Let's go ahead and keep that data. And let's go EVA. Let's see what we got around here. Hey, let's go check these shrubs out. You know what? Those shrubs are too far away. Let's do an EVA report. And spacesuit was not really necessary. No, it was not. Let's go and take a surface sample. The dirt is grass and dirt. Some small rocks. We get 9 science for that. I don't know what kind of crazy man you are, but that's a decent amount of science. Let's go up to the top of this hill and take a look. Watch the sunset. That'll be a good thing for Bill to do. Can I time warp here? I can. Oh, look at that grass. Okay, the top of this hill is a little bit farther away than I thought it was. Come on, Bill. Yeah, you know what? There's really nothing to see. Really nothing to see here. Okay, tell you what. We're going to leave you here. Okay, back to the Space Center. Let's try again with a better ship. Okay, we're going right back to the VAB. We're just going to launch again here. Now, what do we want? We want more thrust at the beginning. No, actually, we don't need more thrust at the beginning, to be honest. We're set with that. We probably have too much thrust at the beginning. So, what if we get crazy here? Actually, why am I doing that? Let's go ahead and bring this whole thing. Oh, we should probably attach these things together. The engineers tell me that's good practices. Let's get crazy. Oh. Let's attach another solid rocket booster to the bottom of this whole thing. And see what happens, huh? This can go with that, and this is going to be way too much. This is going to be... Yeah, you know what? This is crazy. I'm all for crazy, but... Yeah, there's crazy and there's crazy. Let's go ahead and just do that and that. Okay, Mark II has 2 fuel tanks. Let's save it and launch it. Okay, here we go. We're looking better. Don't need RCS. SAS, there we go. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, again with a slight turn to the north. I actually did this one on purpose this time. You gotta remember to turn SAS off before I detach my thing. Now this isn't going to get us as far as the other one did because we're carrying more stuff. That's just the way science works. I'm just going to let this thing gravity turn me north. Probably cheat a little bit to the west here. East, wait a minute. I don't know what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and check our orbit. Yeah, see, we just want to just slightly because we want most of our oomph to be upward. If we can get out of the atmosphere, that'll probably be better. Oh, we forgot to check to see where Minmus was. Let's go ahead and do that. Our goal is to go that way. That's the goal. We still got plenty of fuel, so things are looking pretty good. I think we can turn to 45 degrees now and also actually correct our northern motion here. Once we're actually going north, I'll go back. There we go. Now we're heading north. Whoa. Let's go ahead and kill our burn. 82? I think that's fine. Yeah, oh yeah, we're going to make it to the North Pole easily with what the fuel we've got. Let's go ahead and add a maneuver. Now, one nice thing about this, unlike every other maneuver you ever have to do in this game, when you want to land on the North Pole, you can just aim your maneuver at the North Pole. Although I have to correct for atmospheric re-entry, so let's go ahead and do that and see what that does for us. Got a minute and 30 seconds, and it's a 30-second burn. So we gotta do this at about 17 seconds or so away. Just aim that direction and go. It's a little bit more than I thought. We have time now. Let's see where Minmus is. If Minmus is in fact, yep, that's Minmus. So that star, that bright star in the evening sky that Bill saw, was indeed Minmus, which will be a target someday. Minmus is actually far easier to land on than the moon, but we're still doing moon first because it's tradition. But I actually posted an image UR album, which I will link to in the show notes here, of me actually getting to Minmus on the parts that you see on this ship here. The only thing I didn't take is actually the tier below it. I didn't have the Separatrons and everything, not that I really need them or this engine. I just used the couple of these fuel tanks, a couple solid rocket boosters, the other engine, and the command pod, and a parachute, so he could land back on Kerbal when he was done. But yeah, I took Bill up to Minmus and landed on the surface, which was pretty fun. Okay, we're gonna burn, and we're just gonna watch this thing go down. And when this gets to 0, and we're also going to watch this blue dot here, we got to kind of chase it on the nav ball as it wanders a little bit, because nothing's precise in this game, which is one of the joys of it and one of the pains in the butt sometimes. And okay, I guess we're not going to make it to the North Pole today. I suppose it's in theory possible. Let's go ahead and let's turn our SAS off and go. Woohoo! Yeah, Bob's loving it. I don't think Bob had a good time there. Okay, let's check our orbit out. Let's go ahead and kill this. We gonna land anywhere interesting? We got a good shot of landing on some mountains, which is pretty cool. And we're in space, and you know what that means. That means we need to get out there, do an EVA. You're coming down, so hurry up. Let's do an EVA report. We've recorded our observations. I got 8 sciences for that. Okay, time to get F to grab. That's what we do. And then we board the ship. Let's go ahead and let's re-enter. Let's see what the mystery goo does upon re-entry. And let's make it so that we're kind of heading. Is that the way we're going? Yeah, that's the way we're going. Okay. Well, we're back in the atmosphere. I'm going to wait until re-entry burn. And then I'm going to open up one of these goo containers. I'm going to have it ready to go here. Let's go ahead and warp a bit. Let's get down to about, say, 40 before we de-warpify ourselves. Look at that galaxy rising over the North Pole there. Okay, let's go up to 3. When we get to 40, I'll cut it down to 2. And down to 1. We should be getting close to re-entry burn here. Oh yeah, we got science, Bob. Science is happening. Okay, we've got let's do the one on the bottom, why not? Let's observe that mystery goo. And it seems to be getting very cold, which is odd, considering there's fire all over it. Let's go ahead and discard that data and try it again. It's getting very cold. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that data, I suppose. Let's go ahead and bring out the chute, because I wanted to land like on the mountain, but that's not going to happen. We're gonna cross the mountain, and it looks like we're gonna be just in sort of this area, somewhere around here. Let's go ahead and turn that computer off. There goes the rest of. Oh, look, my debris actually landed where I wanted to go. Or, well, it's actually probably not. It's going to overshoot the mountains as well. But, okay, let's speed up a little bit. No sense wading through all of this. But the problem is this tells me my altitude over sea level. And when you're in mountains, you have no idea. Like, if I was over this mountain, my chute would have opened by now. And if I was at high warp, you saw what happened to Jeb. We're trying to not have that happen to our guys here. Moon will be there someday, I promise. Okay. Oh, there goes the explosion. So we're getting pretty close here. Our parachute should open. Okay, about 600 is where we're gonna come down. So at 700, I'll kill time warp. And oh, I see ground coming. Yeah, sadly though, we're basically in the same situation we were in with Bill, where we are just in a regular old Highlands. So this mystery goo is probably not going to tell us too much. You observe the goo, yes, we only get 3 sciences for that. Let's go ahead and keep it because it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and get Bob out. Let's go ahead and get out for a second here. Let's do a surface sample. Yep, looks like dirt. Yeah, but we've got 9 science for that dirt. And let's do an EVA report. Yep, that's still not worth very much. And let's go back in. I said get in there. Okay, and let's do the old crew report. And it's not worth very much. Okay, one more. Let's go ahead and head back. I guess we can't go to the Space Center. Oh, I'm throttled up. I say. Now let's head back to the Space Center.